Hey friends, this game is called Hotspot. This is a basketball game that is going to help the student's ability to shoot. So there are going to be various teams of 4 to 6. For these equipment, you're going to need basketballs, basketball nets, and pylons or polyspots. Okay, for the setup, you're going to want to set up polyspots all around the gym. You're going to then designate areas for teams to stand and line up, and where they're going to pass from. Okay, so the goal of the game is to get the most poly spots by making shots from various locations. Okay, so on go, the first player in line will run to one of these poly spots. Okay, once they get there, the next person in line is going to give them a pass. Okay, once they receive that pass, they must then try to shoot on one of the available nets. Okay, if you're just using the end nets, if you had side nets available too, that's totally up to you. It's also a variation you can just have with less or more nets to make it easier or more difficult. Okay, so once they get that ball, they're going to shoot from the poly spot. If they are successful, okay, if they make that shot, they will then get to keep this poly spot and bring it back to their line. Okay, and that kind of counts as like a point. If they are unsuccessful, they must then just grab the ball from wherever they are, okay, and then just come back in line, and they're going to pass that ball to the next person. Okay, and they do not get to keep a poly spot. So, after each shot, the passer will then become the shooter. Okay, so this person's going to go out, they're going to shoot, they're then going to head back in line. Okay, so the passer, so this person is then going to be the next person to run out. Okay, and then this person will then pass it to them. Okay, and this just keeps shuffling down the line. Okay, so you go from passer to shooter to back of the line, and so on and so forth. Okay, and that kind of just keeps continuing on that rotation. So the game will go until there are no poly spots left. If this is taking too long, or depending on the skill level, you can just have a time limit, and whoever has the most poly spots at the end will win. Once, if you play with there are no poly spots remaining, the same kind of thing at the end. Once they've all been captured, the team with the most poly spots will win. Okay, one major thing to think about, make sure the students know that they cannot interfere with opposing teams. Okay, obviously if two people shoot at the same net and the basketball's hit, okay, that is bad luck, but they're not allowed in any circumstance to throw the other team's ball or smack it away. Okay, a successful basket also does not count if that player does not start their shot from the poly spot. Okay, so they have to have at least 1 foot on there when they're shooting. That way they will keep that poly spot. But if they shoot it and they were off of it, they do not get to keep it. And yeah, so that's just it's a fun way. It's kind of like Hungry Hungry Hippos. It's a great way to practice different kind of ranges for basketball shots.